Yo, yo, what's going on, guys? Chasing Sports or Media here. Today, I'm going to be filling you guys in on some NFL news, a little bit about last night, and then what just now happened. And what just now happened is something that we've been waiting for a very long time. Finally, the Ravens have made a decision on what they're going to do with quarterback Lamar Jackson. They have placed the non exclusive tag on Lamar. What that means is other teams are allowed to submit offers to Lamar. The Ravens have the right to match that offer or refuse that offer. If they refuse that offer, they will be compensated 2 first round picks, meaning Lamar will then go to that team that offered the contract. So, that's quite interesting. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how committed they are to Lamar, and what this is telling me is they're not. They didn't do the exclusive tag. No, they did the non exclusive tag, meaning that they're going to let other teams go ahead and try to get Lamar. And interesting enough, a team that's been in kind of like the dark horse for Lamar the last few weeks, the Falcons have real interest in Lamar, and I think he'd fit well down there with Drake London and that offensive line and whatnot. I think he would go really well down there. So that's something to pay attention to. But yeah, the Ravens finally made their decision. He'll be getting paid around $32 million for that 1 year, because that's the average salary of a top 5 quarterback, I'd assume. But yeah, Ravens made their final decision right now, but we still have to hear the offers for Lamar and what's going to happen with that. Next coming in, we have the Giants. The Giants laid a two big bombs on us today within the last 2 hours. Quarterback Daniel Jones agrees on a 4-year, $160 million deal with $82 million guaranteed at signing and up to $35 million in incentives. So I mean, there you go. That's $40 million a year for their quarterback, and I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of just jolted the whole quarterback market for a little bit. Because if Daniel Jones is getting $40 million a year, what the hell do we think Hurts is going to get, and Joe Burrow and all these other guys? So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Jones is $40 million a year. As an Eagles fan, again, I'm not showing any bias. I'm being completely honest. Like, I don't know how you value Jones at $40 million a year, but hey, I mean that's the Giants for you. I mean, maybe Dable sees some, a good talent in him and somewhere they can prosper. I mean, the first year with Dable, they were led to the playoffs, and Danny Dimes had a pretty good season, I'd assume. So, um, 40 million, we'll see. That's one of those contracts we'll see. Maybe he'll live up to it, maybe he won't. But I mean, we kind of just have to sit back and watch and see what's going to happen with that. Another bomb dropped on us from Saquon Barkley was franchise tagged today. They were far away in negotiations. Multiple reports came out over the last few days. Yeah, he was they were very far on negotiations. So I mean, I understand the tag. The tag makes sense there. Give him 1 more year and see what they're going to do next year. Just he's going to want a lot of money. I mean, even a running back. He's the most replaceable position, but it is Saquon Barkley in the end, and he's just such an athletic freak and had such a good year this year. So getting him for 1 more year on the tag is a pretty good idea for the Giants, and we'll see for next year. Also in news, Geno Smith last night agreed to a 3-year, $105 million extension with the Seattle Seahawks. I like to see that, man. I like to see Geno get his recognition he deserved. Had a phenomenal season with them. Outplayed his enemy in Russell Wilson over there in Broncos country. Let's ride. So good to see Geno getting the respect he deserved. Josh Jacobs was tagged for the Raiders. And other news with this dark treaty retreat kind of guy, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers spoke with the Jets Monday. He was able to speak with them for a few hours on Monday, so we're kind of seeing how that's progressing, and a trade might, start to heat up between the Packers and the Jets. The Jets also have interest in Marcus Mariota. That could be if the fallout between Aaron Rodgers and the Jets don't happen, maybe, or if any chance that they need a backup or whatnot. So that's pretty interesting. Also, when it comes to the Eagles are in a pretty crappy situation right now because they have all these guys. I mean, all that talent going on free agency right now. Javon Hargrave, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, James Bradbury, Fletcher Cox. I mean, none of those guys were tagged either. And we all had thought that C.J. Gardner-Johnson may have been tagged, but we haven't tagged someone since 2012. So tagging someone's out of the realm. Hopefully we're working on long-term deal with Chauncey, and most likely Javon and James Bradbury won't be back next season for the Philadelphia Eagles. But that's all I got for now. The next few days, anything else comes out, I'll update you guys. As always, have a great day.